everybody and welcome back to the MS Val Duisburg save. We have got to January and the team are doing reasonably well. No, very, very well, actually. Yeah, let's go have a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the 50+1 community save with MS Val Duisburg. And we are third in the Bundesliga, believe it or not, which is absolutely incredible. Third place, 16 games played, 9 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses. We have a goal difference of 7, which is pretty rubbish, but that doesn't matter. It's the points I'm worried about, and we have 29 points, which is more than 15 other teams in this division, so they can sod off. Yeah, we're playing really, really well. Edgardo Yepes is just a man on a mission. He is easily one of the best players at the club. He has 9 goals in 16 appearances, nearly averaging a 7. He's sort of matching. I'd say he's probably on course to actually have a better season. I guess he's got, 7 more games to get 6 more goals? I don't know, actually. Last season was pretty spectacular. But, yeah, he's having a good season. We're having a good time of it as well, up in third, which is amazing. And we are in the January transfer window. So we're giving a few people new contracts to try and make sure that we stave off interest. We can keep our best players at the club. But overall, we have been doing well. Edgardo Yepes leads the appearances, he leads the goals, he leads nearly at the top of the average rating as well. But it's only him and Valentin Gomez that have been ever present this year, which is absolutely awesome. Castrovilli's close. He's had 16 starts and 1 sub-appearance. He has been an inspired free transfer signing, if I do say so myself. 15 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 1 player of the match. Yes, very good. Showing his skill from Juventus. Another one who's done reasonably well with 12 starts and 4 sub-appearances is Alexandra Heimer Kielsen. And 15 appearances, 1 goal, 6.78. He has been enjoying life in Germany as well. So we're building a good team. We're getting there. We're settling down, other than Luka Zahovic, who has literally just asked to go back to Portugal for some time back home. I say in inverted commas because obviously he is Slovenian, but he was born in Portugal because that's where Zlatko Zahovic, his dad, was playing for Benfica when he was born. So, yeah, there you go. In terms of his history, he has not appeared this year, which is sort of to be expected. We are going to try and win everything, and unfortunately Luka Zahovic, he's here for he's like Johnny Evans, right? You don't want him to play, but if there's injuries, he will play, and we haven't had that many injuries, so he doesn't play, basically. But yeah, we're doing really well in the short and long of it. It's been really, really good. We are going to loan out a few people that aren't getting game time. So John Wick, I'd like him to progress and play some games. So as you can see, he's not playing for us here. He is playing internationally. He's getting a lot of appearances internationally, but he is going to be going on loan to a second division German team in Karlsruhe, I think is how you pronounce it. Yeah, so we're hoping that he can help them get promotion, which would be lovely. So they want him as a squad rotation option, and I'm happy for that to happen because it will get more game time than he's getting here. Ahmed Asif hasn't played for us yet either, the signing from Pakistan. I didn't expect him to. He is here as a sort of backup option, one of the club policies from this year. Obviously, he's one of the signings related to the policy, which is good. But generally, we are playing very well. I'm very happy with how it's going. The other one, Agus La Allah, is he's had 2 sub-appearances, so he's not been dreadful. He has made 1 sub-appearance in the league and 1 sub-appearance in the cup, and has had a run-out for Duisburg. And again, a fair bit of potential, so I'm interested to see what he can develop into. But we're generally going to try our hardest, as you would expect, to get into and maintain these European spots. And it's such a... The Bundesliga is fascinating. It's so close. It's other than Bayern Munich, who are running away with it, and maybe Bochum, who are sort of... Even then, they're only 4 points off safety. But it's really close. 10 points separate 14th to 4th. It's just bonkers. It's just absolutely bonkers. No, that doesn't. 15 points. 10 points separate 16th to 10th, which is a little bit better. No, I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, 10 points from 14th is what I said to 4th, yeah. So 10 positions are covered by 10 points, and I think it's quite easy to counteract 10 points, to be honest, but there you go. We won't bother about Senegal. That's not going spectacularly well. Rahul Bar has scored 1 goal in all of his games for Senegal, and we lost to Burundi, which, yeah, wasn't great. So Oh yeah, it'd technically be last season now, wouldn't it? Last year. I mean, it's not been dreadful. I mean, we got a massive 14 win against Mauritius, of which Rahul Bar got 2. We then played New Zealand. Rahul Bar didn't score. We played Mali. Rahul Bar didn't score. And we lost at home to Mali. We then played Mauritania. Beat them. Rahul Bar didn't score. We played Burundi. Rahul Bar did score, but we lost. And then we've just beaten Mauritania again with Rahul Bar getting a goal. So actually, he scored more than I thought. That's interesting. Anyway, he's got 5 caps in 10 goals. He's a 1 in 2 man for Nation. So we're going to try and do the best we can with Rahul Bar. He is fixed into that advanced forward role for us in this save. No one is taking that off him. But World Cup qualifying group, we are currently top of it. Yeah, I thought we were. 10 points from 4 games, which is nice. We should beat Botswana and Libya. But the African nations qualifying is not going as well. We are 3rd in our league, in our division. Mali have qualified. We sort of have to win our remaining games to make sure we go through. So, yeah, that game against Mali is going to be pretty big. And I'm pretty sure if we don't qualify from that, we'll probably get the boot. Which is funny because we've had England, Spain, France, the Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, and Italy, I think, offer us international jobs. So, yeah, they obviously... I think Football Manager this year seems to be that once you take a step into international management, it then opens up loads of doors for you to carry on with international management. But generally, some spectacular results as well this season. I mean, we played Dynamo Dresden. We know that from the first episode. We beat Augsburg. We've beaten Bayern Munich 2-1. A lovely result against them. Romero and Rocco Reitz winning it in the 94th minute. 3 goals coming on after the 80th minute. And we've beaten Leipzig as well 4-2 with goals from Cornacchini, who's been very good, Castrovilli, and Edgardo Yepes in there as well. But some disappointing results as well that go along with the big wins. FC Cologne beat us 1-0. We got knocked out on penalties to Hoffenheim. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing. I say that's disappointing, losing to Gladbach, but they're 2nd in the league, so they're having a good time of it. But yeah, we're picking up good results, and I'm confident that we can keep it going into next season, which will be into next year, or this year, because it's at the 6th of January. So I'm hoping we'll be in a good position, but I'm not looking to buy anyone. I'm looking to cement our finances and build up a big budget for next year if we get into Europe, because this squad will struggle in Europe. So I think it will need a lot more squad rotation players in it to help us get through. I don't know why I just changed that. I liked how it looked anyway. But anyway, we're going to go and take on Eintracht Frankfurt in this one. When you're watching this video, by the way, I am on holiday with my parents. My parents have come to Singapore to visit us, and we've gone on a little trip around Singapore. Now, Radek Vitek has been a really good goalkeeper for us this year. He's stepped up, and we've just agreed a new contract with him where he's still happy to be the backup, which again, I'm hoping means Eric Lozano steps in next year and sort of takes on the mantle, because he's not developing because he's not got game time. It's very hard to develop goalkeepers, but he is clearly going to be a very good goalkeeper with 4-star potential. So we'll see. If not, we'll go out and buy... If we get to Europe, we're going to have to go and buy a world-class goalkeeper, or, world-class for us, goalkeeper, and, yeah, see how we go, because after we sold, what's-his-face, Gunnarsson, we didn't really replace him. Okay, we're going to start with Kielsen at the back. He's going to be next to Valentin Gomez, who has also been very good, drawing interest from Schalke and Wolfsburg in this one. That's wrong, because Valencia goes there, Gomez goes there, and Kielsen goes there. So yeah, Valencia sort of made this right back spot his own. I think he likes the fact that we give it license to attack, so he's having a good time. Bayer Ndia is having a really good season as well. He's playing very well. Very happy with him as a purchase. I would normally be starting Rocco Reitz, but we're going to start Berea, I think, in this one. Let's put the people in that I know are going to play. So Castrovillo plays there. Edgardo Yepes is definitely our striker. On the right-hand side, we'll start Cornetchi. In fact, you don't play there, do you? You play there, and now Ogiliv is up in that position, which is nice. I mean, we could rotate those two, actually, thinking about it. Ogiliv could do there, but I think Ogiliv, we get the best out of him playing in that attacking midfield role. Coming off the left-hand side is always the toughest position to pick. I think we will start Mehdi Gouini in there today. And then, yeah, it's just the ball winner. Now, my go-to is normally Berio or Trulio. We'll go Berio. I mean, we could play Lucas Ambrose. He is club captain and he's moaning about not having enough game time. Doesn't really fit in the ball winner, though. I think ball winning wise, it probably will be Trulio. So we'll go Trulio in there, and then we will pick our bench. Lozano goes on the bench. Snook goes on the bench. Kalina. Jesse Prevot goes on the bench. Lima on the bench as a centre-back option. Bulat for his free kicks. Berrio goes on there. And then we definitely need a striker. So I think we'll go Wagner and Romero. Because Romero can play off the left as well. I think he scored in the last episode, didn't he? I think so. Yes. Anyway, that's how we're going to line up. Let's go and play Eintracht Frankfurt and see how we get on. The team have gelled really well in this system. Obviously, we changed from the 4-1-3-2 and now we're playing the Noah's Ark system. And it's proving, obviously, very good. We've beaten Bayern Munich and Leipzig using it. So we know it can get results. But they are lining up in a 3-4-2-1 system with Jonathan Tah at the back. Didn't expect him to be at Frankfurt. We're lining up in what is basically a 4-4-1-1, but it's just more attacking. And so a bit of transfer news. We've been linked to a few people. I've tried to offer Jack Grealish a contract, a 32-year-old Jack Grealish, to come and join us. Not interested in talking to us at the moment, which is a bit of a shame because I think to get a big star in would be pretty good. 10 minutes in, I'm going to assume Jonathan Tah is normally in a back three. It's the middle one that's the ball player, right? So let's just go and mark Jonathan Tah just to make sure. Yeah, he is the ball player. To try and stop them playing out from the back, it's something I do quite a lot. If you watch me on stream, you will see that I do it fairly often to go and stop them from building out the back, go and mark their ball player quite tightly. But we are absolutely rapid. Let's knock that down by 1. There we go. Ndai brings it out down the left-hand side, back to Valentin Gomez, who also has a very good penalty on him. He scored a few goals through penalties. Well, that's a great ball from Ogilvy into Yepes. Oh, he's put it wide. Edgardo Yepes, and that's why I like Olive in that little role, because his passing and his general attacking midfield play is very, very good. It does allow Castrovilli to dominate and dictate play from a bit deeper as well, which I think is what he would prefer to do. But at the moment, 0-0 against Frankfurt, which isn't ideal because it's a game we're dominating. And normally when this happens, we start quite sluggish in the second half. I don't know if it's just me with Football Manager, but I find that if you're playing a game and you're not winning but dominating a game, in the second half the opposition generally come out quite quick and maybe catch you out. I don't know how to describe it, but generally they score first, and it bugs me. Would demand a bit more from them. You can see they've had a bit of the match momentum. I'm just wondering if there's anything we can change. So Cornucci on the right, not having a good game at all. So we'll push Valencia higher up, and our wonderful French Ghanaian Jesse Prevot will come on. Castrovilli a bit tired as well, but he's having a good game. We'll do Yepes for Romero at the moment, and we may push Castrovilli up and bring on a box-to-box in there as well. But an hour gone, I mean, 0-0 isn't dreadful for us. We drop out of the Champions League and go into the Europa League as it stands. But yeah, I mean, I would prefer us to be doing something a little bit more adventurous, to be honest. Right, that right wing spot seems to be having quite a lot of trouble. And Castrovilli's on a yellow card and he's tired. So Castrovilli off, Barreo on, Valencia off, Tom Snook on. Leaves us with one sub remaining. I think we will do Guoni for Wagner, and then Romero can play as that sort of attacking winger that cuts in onto his stronger foot. So we'll go with that. Romero into Ogilvy, into Trulio. Trulio is tackled and they get it away to João Veloso. João Veloso puts it forward. Well done, Ndai. Really well read. He comes forward with it down the left and he loves doing this. Ndai goes in. Ogilvy is there. It's a goal. Dean Ogilvy, I thought they were going to counter us, but we end up getting the goal. 1-0 to Duisburg. And a great play from Ndai. Bay Ndai has been absolutely superb. What a signing he's been, bringing him in from Generation Foot. It does, and I will say we've got a lot of leagues loaded in this, and it is processing a little bit slower. Now we're in like 2032 or whatever it is, 2030 maybe. But it's processing slow, but it does help finding a lot of good players because the game obviously creates lots more as Snook was in, but Belko makes the save. And that 1-0 win is... That 1-0 lead, sorry. It's not a 1-0 win yet, Dave. Calm down. The 1-0 lead is doing us well with 10 minutes to go. We are getting a little bit tired at left back with Ndai, but I'm not too disappointed so far. We're still 1-0 up with a few minutes to go, which in game time will be seconds. And the time is ticking down. No more highlights. That would be lovely. It's a 1-0 win. It's not the best, but it's a game that we dominated and we did really well. 14 shots to 6, 4 on target to 1. We deserved it, and Bayern correctly gets man of the match. Well done. Nobody gave us a chance, but we did get the win, which is absolutely awesome. It puts us up to second, which is really good, but we're 8 points behind Bayern Munich and they've got a game in hand. So we're not. It's going to be ages till we're in a title run because of Bayern Munich. I think we've got a good couple of seasons until we get to that point. But what is good is that this is our new assistant manager. I touched on it last episode, but yeah, Andrew Sparks. He's pretty good. He's pretty good after Bayern Munich took Miroslav Klose off me, which I was very disappointed about. But yeah, so we're in a cracking position in the Bundesliga. This is sort of like a midway house where we just want to sort of get through these seasons because it's all league games and we're not doing very much in the cup and there's no European football and stuff like that. So it's about building our finances up so that we can then go and create this super team that hopefully dominates German football and wins the Champions League. That is the key. That's what I want to do. Anyway, that's the plan. In with your policies. So let me know your policies down below. And then when we get to the end of the season, we'll have the votes going out and we'll tally them up. And if there's no policies that get put in, it becomes a complete free-for-all and I get to do what I want. So if that's what you want, you can also write that down below and let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I don't think there's going to be much business in January. Maybe a couple of outs on loan. I can't imagine us signing many people into the team this year because it's a balanced, hard-working team, which as I like. It's young, it's got a lot of room to grow, and I'm very impressed with how it's performing right now. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.